back to what we're showing today, e4Print Pro, there's two main focuses really. First and foremost, how your customers will engage with e4Print Pro, the functionality they're likely to see. But probably in this room, more importantly, is the workflow in the MIS afterwards. So when an order hits the e-commerce solution, how does it go through the workflow? How can you maximise profit on those orders coming through?
It looks like it's a really nice integration between talking to a customer through the interface into their web, the way that they want to work on the web, giving them an awful lot of tools and functionality that they didn't have before, but also eliminating some of those bottlenecks that inevitably have happened previously with web to print. So the flow, the automated flow into the workflows looks fantastic. They've had to put out extra seats to accommodate us, so it's great. It's great because it shows that printers are starting to think in these ways. They're starting to look for new ways of communicating and working with their customers.
If you want to make it profitable, you need to have it totally integrated. You need all the information that's captured up front, all the knowledge about the product, the content, delivered in an automated manner all the way through your workflow. So I call this web to workflow and not web to PDF, which essentially is what a lot of web to print is. Out the end comes a PDF that gets sent downstream, and there's no customer information about it, no quantity, no reporting, no material allocation, etc. So e4Print, and its the latest incarnation, e4Print Pro, is part of an integrated workflow solution. Today you're going to see a demonstration of it. It's got a different interface to the previous generation. We've offered in the past variable data. In fact, we've been offering a sort of a web portal for, I was trying to work it out, probably over 10 years now. We brought out a web portal called Customer Online at the time, and that had the ability to generate a PDF, which was at the time ahead of the game, but it's never been as rich as it is today. Variable manufacture, so your users can not only choose a product, they can then say, well actually I do want this product, but I want it in this variant, I want this size, I want these number of pages, I want these post-press variations at the end, and therefore the pricing becomes variable. And hence the entry at the end, variable price, whether they put contract price based on quantity, based on size, colours and so on. Data upload, customer will submit artwork. You may see something today, Alan, in Chile, where you can bring in sort of a variable number of records, where you can actually upload and do a sort of a mail merge type solution. Asset delivery. Once you've got the product, the digital asset, e4Print Pro can be used to deliver that asset to the customer. Maybe they've got it in printed variant and they might want to call it off in PDF flavour. Maybe they only want it in PDF flavour. We've built in a content approval solution. Now this is not the same as the sort of pixel on demand technology that the likes of Agfa have with their portal product and Kodak have with Insight, which are great in their own right. But what we see is a lot of people want a very simple way of approving their proofs. But ours integrates seamlessly with our MIS. So as you create proof events, and which again interface with your scheduling system, you can upload PDFs into e4Print and have the customer approve them. Real-time reporting. Now for e4Print Pro, this is the first time we've offered it as a hosted solution. So instead of having to invest in a web server and all of the resilience that might go with that, we offer it in a very cost-effective pay-as-you-go hosted solution. And I suppose the creme de la creme of this release is our integration with the Chile publisher.
I'm very impressed. It's something that I felt as a business we've needed for 4 or 5 years. We flirted with 1 or 2 systems but never seen it through, and one of the reasons has been the integration with the MIS. We'd have had to create that, which we're not developers, we haven't got any developers in the business, so it would have been a big step for us. This is a pre-packaged unit with something that we know about, which is Tharstern's, that then gives us all the add-ons that we need.
Chile Publisher has been made to integrate. It's one component, we don't do the actual workflow. So for us it's very important that we have partners such as Tharstern integrating our solution and making it an out-of-the-box product. And that's why those kind of relationships are very important for us and very strategic.
I'm Alan, I'm from Workflows. We distribute Chili. We also distribute the metrics in position product that you saw earlier for the ganging in position.
In addition to inline frames, we also have the support of anchors. So my price point and the title for this image is anchored to the actual parent object, in this case the actual photo of the chili peppers. As I move that image up or down, you can see the child object, the price point, is moving with it. Again, let's just fit that into window. So everything we've now done is ready for us to present back to the system. But before I do that, I'd just like to quickly check this out as a virtual version. And I have now that page turning capability that's so popular with most people. So you can see we can click on the flip side and potentially share this with colleagues who don't have the design skill but purely want to see a visual representation of that document.
Tharstern always has had a strategy of incorporating best-of-breed products, and in that regard Chili Publisher has been integrated now into their new launch of e4Print Pro, a web-to-print portal which ties in seamlessly with their existing MIS solutions. Chili offers online document editing capabilities within that workflow, which basically allow end users to personalize corporate material in an online environment, and after ordering have all of that directly represented within the MIS.
My name is Timon Colegrove and I'm the Managing Director of Hunt's People in Print. We've tried a number of web-to-print solutions with varying degrees of success. And it has to be said that the technology is moving on all the time. e4Print Pro has made it. To me, it's the first one that's there. When I was shown Chili, I suddenly saw the opportunity there, the opportunity to do design online.
It just makes it an end-to-end solution, really. Just because obviously Chili Publisher can be as simple or as complicated as you need it to be. You know, you can have a marketer who has absolutely no experience with artwork. They can actually set up their own, their own printed product, or you can have, the studio designer who, wants to know all the niggly bits and all the very fine detail to do with it. I think, the fact that you can put that all into one process and, then have Tharstern's kind of just taking whatever that product is and taking it right the way through to print. That's got to be quite a unique process.
It offers an alternative layout. So if you recall on the first screen it said A4 was the size, and this is an A4 portrait. If I click the alternative checkbox there, it repurposes the document into an A5 landscape. So the user's got control. You can have any number of layers that you want in there. You've seen some of a tip of what Chili can do. But I remember earlier when I was talking about the sort of the geeky bit of Chili that I really liked, and that under the bonnet you could actually, as you called it, delve right in and extract information back from the Chili engine. And enables us to do more than just take the PDF or whatever output you've configured. So if we just save that, so that's come back now, and it's just generating the thumbnail. And down here, the size now says A5. Very simple, but it means that the choices made by the user within the design environment are fed back to the MIS. That affects the price. I've set this so it's 75 pence per A5 and it's £1 for an A4. But the point is, from ordering that item online, uploading the artwork, that job with all of the information about how many we need, what stock is required, and the actual image could be sat on your production queue telling you who it's for, integrated with your MIS. From you touching nothing.
We do have a web-to-print solution, but we realise there are limitations in what it does. It is really aimed at just simple creation of business cards, which is very valuable to us. But we do see the future of work being more web-to-print based, more clients wanting sort of template solutions, and we realise we need something to take us to that. But an integrated solution with Tharstern's is most definitely the route we would want to go. As having two separate systems, which we have at the moment, they don't talk to one another. and to really push along the web-to-print solution, it is absolutely necessary to have an integrated solution.